Okay, injury front. Carson has an ankle injury. Don't have much more information on that. We'll get some imaging on that tomorrow. Obviously, just didn't do anything good enough today. Frustrated, but we'll win as a team. We'll lose as a team, and we'll look at everything on this bye week and figure out a way to get this thing going with more than half our season left. So that's what we're going to use this bye week to really look at everything we're doing, because the results have to be better, obviously. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, when you say you look at everything, that includes personnel, obviously, it's going to be questions about who's taking what get done.
Yeah, when I say look at everything, there's just when you lose like this, you have to look at everything, every position, everything I'm doing. There's just it's frustrating for where we are as a team. So every position you have to look at. But let me say that with a young quarterback, you understand that there's going to be ups and downs.
Kevin, I understand you're going to look at everything, but do you feel like this wide receiving group is good enough for you to get an accurate evaluation of whoever plays quarterback for this team?
Yes. Yeah, we need to do a better job. I need to do a better job. Obviously, Jerry needs to get the football, but we have to do a better job.
Why haven't you been able to get Jerry the football?
Yeah, variety of reasons, but it doesn't matter. We got to get him the ball.
When you say there are going to be ups and downs with the young quarterback, does that mean that does that mean you're sticking with it?
Yes, it does. But I just want to make the point that we just have to be better in every area, and we'll look at everything we do, including, how we're putting these guys in position to succeed. Are we doing enough? When I say looking at every position, are we doing enough with the quarterback position? Do we need to do a better job? And I know the answer is yes.
You say you're going to look at everything. Is Miles Garrett an exception to that?
Yeah, listen, it's a team game. We'll win as a team, lose as a team.
What do you think happened after the first drive? 45 yards over the next 6 drive.
Yeah, obviously, credit to them. They did a good job. We have to find a way to stay on the football field, stay out of third down. If we are into third down, we have to convert.
Is it going to be testing on Quichon's shoulder as well? Or is there something you're short term, that?
Well, I'll have more information tomorrow, Chris, but I'm hopeful that he'll be okay. Yeah, I think he'll be okay.
With some of these personal runs that the Patriots got today, and really like to come with that trend where it seems to have success against your defense, it's on the perimeter. We have to be better.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things that we can look at. Obviously, with our defensive front, there's teams attack us in certain ways, and that's always been the case, really, in this defense. And we have ways to combat it. And obviously, there's going to be times when they you have to give them credit, but there's things that we can do.
How about Quichon? Was there any more you could have done if Quichon was in the game before he got injured?
Yeah, tried, to we knew that that's a good run defense going into this, but just felt like there were a couple missed opportunities there.
And does everything also include potentially exploring somebody else going?
Yeah, we have to look at everything. I think it's important.
In terms of, there's a trade deadline coming up. Do you feel like maybe you do need any more personnel?
Yeah, I'll let, obviously, Andrew and our personnel department look at those things. We talk every day where we understand, where we are, and we like the guys we have.
Kevin, how valuable for the 5 do you think you guys kind of recruit you guys
Yeah, obviously you're hoping to go into the bye off of a win, but bottom line is we're a 2-6 football team, and we got to find a way to turn that around.
There was that one possession where you tried a couple trick plays, kind of like. Is that just to get something going?
Nah, yeah, those are plays we've run in the past. Felt that we'd have a opportunity on those, but again, give them credit.
Yeah, need to, and didn't.
You guys have the bye week coming up. Are you going to take this time to kind of just regroup, or what can you do to try to improve your own game?
Yeah, we need to. It starts with me, and gotta find solutions, and make sure the outcome changes. But it's not, so we have to work on that.
Drake is a young quarterback finding his footing in the NFL. What do you like about his game? what are you looking for to learn from him?
Yeah, he's just been playing at a really high level this year. So yeah.
That first series, I mean, everything was working so well for you guys. And then as you guys kind of got away from, got off the script, and it seemed like things sort of bogged down a little bit more. What can you take from that first script, that first drive, that, and kind of spread it out over the rest of the game?
Yeah, I want to continue to do that. We were explosive in that first drive, and want to continue to create that. But sustaining, third downs, where we got to be better at, and it starts with me for sure.
Dillon, I think the receivers, the actual wide receivers, only had 2 receptions in this game, I think. Is that going to be kind of priority number 1 as you guys come out of the bye, is to try to find a way to get maybe Jerry more involved and try to connect with the pass?
Yeah, we'll have to watch the film and then let the coaches see what the priority is, number 1.
Were the targets just not there for you? He didn't have one through 3 quarters. Were they just not there in the first 3 quarters?
Yeah, just need to be able to spread it out more. I think when you're efficient and you're playing at a high level, everyone's touching it.
Dillon, you had 1 third down play where it looked like the ball went off Harold's hands, but it looked like Jerry was right behind him.
Yep.
Was that just sort of, 2 guys, one guy maybe in the wrong position? Was that ball intended for Jerry?
It was intended for Jerry, but tough, them being stacked on one another. Trying to get it to him probably earlier in the down, but turned into a scramble drill later. But, yeah.
Did it hurt a lot that they kind of took Quinshon out of the game for the most part? You guys won't really...
Yeah, Quinshon's really good and like when he's in the game.
There was a pass to Bond out of bounds. It took you a while to see him because you were scrambling a little bit.
Yeah, it got squeezed and I ended up getting out, but just the yardage was shrinking there. Would like to get it to him earlier in the down, but didn't have to. So.
What do you feel like you guys can do? Kevin said he's sticking with you, first of all. We start with that. How do you feel, that Kevin is going to stick with you coming out of the bye?
Yeah, we got to get better.
And what can you do?
We got to get back to work. You got to get better. It starts with me, and yeah, I don't want to stand up here and say the same old story. So we got to get better, and there's multiple categories starting with me.
And what will you personally do then over the bye? I know it's time to kind of regroup a little bit, but is there anything that you can do to get better?
Yeah, I get to watch all of it, look back at it, see where I can be better. There's a lot of areas I can be better, and be more efficient, sustain more drives, and score more points.
Dillon, you talked about looking at step back and looking at it all. How much does this bye week kind of give you an opportunity to finally maybe step back and see bigger picture, because you're sort of in the moment over these last 4 or 5 weeks, just getting ready for each game, that you can sort of big picture it and see it at the macro level?
Yeah, I'll let the other coaches and stuff big picture it, but for me, it'll find those priorities of where I need to get better at, and then I need to get better at it.
Take 2 more.
Did the Patriots do any major adjustment to get you out of rhythm after that first drive?
No, I think they just are a very solid team and played really well, sound football, and they made plays and we didn't. So it's the name of the game. We got to make plays, and it starts with me.
How frustrated are you right now by how this is going?
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes losing.